Hey, what's up traders, this is Dave FX Hunter and I got for you some analysis for the dollar, euro and gold as usual. But first of all, let's look how the last week was going. So I had a bullish prediction, bullish week prediction for the dollar, which actually nicely played out, and we will look for the details slightly, right? So on the Tuesday, I think it was, or on the Monday, the price dropped into this beautiful fair value gap, right? And it took out this liquidity on here in here of the previous days, and I've been expecting price to move higher, right? So it moved in here. I wasn't targeting the whole move, right, like for the whole week, but I was thinking that it will somehow react on this new week opening gap, right? And as you can see, price basically dropped from here down again, right? So on the next day, when the price dropped from this new week opening gap, and it actually retested again this discount and this previous week open and this daily open down here. I've been again expecting it to go higher again, right? So it actually moved there again and went up, right? So then when it came down from this again, then again I was bullish, right? So basically it moved and played out very nicely, and something similar has happened on the euro, where actually I've been predicting this low, right? So I had highlighted on my chart just few levels, nothing in here, because before the market opens, I don't know I don't know exact level, but what I want to know is the premium level, right? I got these whole numbers, and I had this FPG with its consecutive encroachment, which is a 50% of this fair value gap, right? So how this played very beautifully, right? So if I took a short from exact this level, right, into this low, that would be actually the amazing trade. However, it did not happen. I had a short from here, took some partials in here, then the third part of the trade I've been taken out on the break even, right? So anyway, the analysis has been continuation. I did the continuous analysis. So as you can see in here, we had this draw above this liquidity, above the premium in this FVG, right? And then beautifully dropping lower. And again, another days when the price came there, but actually again, you can see how it came there again, right? And then another drop, right? So basically I've been sticking to my target. I stick to the still bearish analysis until the price came down to the level, right? So here on the Thursday, I've been expecting the price finally reach this my level, and I've been expecting a bounce from here, right? Which actually started to play out in here, right? And then let's look at the gold. On the gold, remember, if you remember the last week analysis, I've been expecting manipulation week, right? So we had actually the accumulation week, then manipulation week, and then move higher, right? On all of the free pairs, right? So price basically did this. We beautifully it has moved above this level, right? Tapped into the premium range and then dropped lower, right? So basically very nice trading on the gold. I had some nice profits. You see, drop lower, and then in here I've been expecting price during the CPI to drop down there and bounce from here, right? So the CPI was just up and down, and then it tapped here in the next days, which was I think the Thursday, right? Thursday the price retested as I draw it in here, right? The retest of the daily open and drop into the level, right? And then from here up, which actually nicely played out. And then on the Friday, actually this was Thursday, when we've been in here, liquidity was tapped. So I was looking for just retest of this 50% of this wick, right? And then boom, massive move up, right, into this level, right? Where was my target? I actually closed some trades in here, but it was beautiful trade. And then on the Friday, I was expecting some push lower in here, right? So I've been shorting on Friday, and I get out with a decent loss, right? So if you look how it was looking for this week for me, I have profitable Monday, profitable Tuesday, Wednesday I was not trading. Thursday and Friday I closed some losses, decent losses, right? So that was actually quite a very good week for me, and for this week I have the continuation of this analysis. So where we are right now, so as said, we had the first week of this month was accumulation, first full week, right? Here was few days of the month, maybe Thursday, Friday, I think. So first week accumulation, second week was manipulation as expected in here. Now I'm expecting the distribution week, right? So what would it be? It would be something like this, right? Now, please don't get me wrong. I don't think that the dollar is like a bearish or it's gonna be some big bearish reversal. Let me show you on the bigger time frame, and let me hide just these drawings. So what I'm thinking is going on in here. In my opinion, we will reach these two equal highs, right? In my opinion, we will reach this level. But what I think is going to happen, that this order block where we are right now in here, after taking this liquidity, right, this liquidity, again this one. So what I'm thinking is that we will get something like this and then up, right? So basically, I think that this is going to be next 2 weeks, the drop into this level, right? This one which took this liquidity. So this is basically all of this is order block, right? So in my opinion, we are going down here and then continuation up, right? So that's what I want to trade. So we are back in the 2 hours, and I'm bringing back my drawing. So we are here right now, and what I think could happen in here is basically we have Sunday open, we have the previous week's high, and I think it could be tapped and price could start to drop lower, right? Monday, Tuesday maybe. Then Wednesday, let me show you. Then on the Wednesday, there is a FOMC. So I think that the FOMC then could wipe out some intermediate highs, and then this could continue lower, where I think that the previous week's low could be a target, and this actually the 2 weeks previous low, which is a first sell side in the discount, right? And then here is a monthly open, right? So here we could then get some pullbacks and a continuation downwards as well, right? So where is that level which I think would be retested? It's this one. So I think right now we will get something like this, and then, you know, something like that, right? So it's too much analysis for the future. We will play out in this, right? So this is my expectation for the next week. If we look to the COT data, we can see here on the left side on the dollar that actually there is some shorts coming in, right? So I think that this could bring the price lower. And as well, if we look to the seasonal analysis, so I'm going here to my Discord where I have everything saved. So let me bring the seasonals in here. We have dollar, right? So here dollar in the September, which is this month, we can see that it's quite a bit weak, right? Going lower. So I think that it's all in alignment, and I think that that could be in play out, right? So for me this week, what would be my target for this week is I will try to enter in the accumulation, in the manipulation phase of this week. So basically we had this is the whole month, right? And we have accumulation, manipulation, then distribution too. And what we have for the week as well, it's always similar. So we're gonna have if we move like this, so we're gonna have something like we will use just 4, right? So we're gonna have a accumulation, manipulation, right, and distribution 1, distribution 2, right, in this week, right? So what would be my target is try to enter in the manipulation phase of this week, or in the distribution 1 for some continuation optimal trade entry or something like that, right? So we will see. Let's go to another pair, which would be a euro. No, euro is actually exact opposite. And again, so we had the accumulation, this week was manipulation, and now I'm expecting distribution. And again, on this one, don't get me wrong, I am still bearish, and it all looks like we will come we will come somewhere below these lows, right? Below these 3 lows. I don't think that we will get something like up move from here, right? But let me show you on the daily what will most likely happen in here. What I think that is going to happen mostly when some liquidity is taken in here, then that high of that week that took out this liquidity could be taken, right? So as you can see, here is a beautiful level, this balance price range. So I think we could get something like this and then lower again, right? So as you can see in here, right, took out, like, you know, price moved lower, took out the liquidity, price came for that, right? And again in here, took out liquidity, price came up for that, right? So in my opinion, now it's time for the violation of this high and then continuation lower, right? So also that I am long term still bearish, because if we look to the COT data, we can see euro in here on the left side. Let's look how the longs has been reduced, right? That shorts are bringing in the game, right? Net positions are dropping from the quite extreme in here, right? So minus 23 net case. So that's bearish, but don't forget that COT data are actually always reported in the Tuesday, which was in here, right? So we don't know, we don't have the data for this. And what most likely happen in the sell side and in the high time frame level? Well, in my opinion, here was accumulation in this manipulation, actually. So they manipulated it lower to bring the positions in here, right? So as well in the sell side, sellers entering, right? So here maybe some sellers again, you know. And yeah, so what in my opinion is going on right now in here, it would be a up move. And again, what I'm expecting, maybe price could take this low on the Monday or Tuesday and then continue higher, or it can simply open and you know, go higher. Then on the Wednesday on that FOMC, just tap it in here and then start something like this, right? And again, target would be a previous week's high, and the premium of this move, which is this you know, if you put a Fibo, so this would be a 50%, right? And yeah, first liquidity above the 50% in here, and here is a order block that took out these lows, these breaks, a monthly open, right? So in my opinion, in the next 2 weeks, we will come into this level, right? So I am bullish for the euro. And now our favorite gold, right? So again, what's going on in here? We had accumulation manipulation, beautiful manipulation, right? Below this first liquidity in the 50%. So it was in the discount. And right now we are moving higher. As you can see, the gold has moved much more sharply than the previous two pairs, previous euro and the dollar. So this one is a little bit more in the advance, but where I think we are going as well, again, into the premium, into the monthly open, and above this high where all this accumulation has started, right? So I think this is where we're going, and how all this could play out. Maybe something like this, you know. Then again, I think for me, for this week, the Wednesday will be the most important day, right? So Monday, Tuesday, if I will trade, I will basically be doing some intradays, you know, or scalps, because I think that even if they give some bullish signal in here, then they will wipe out, you know, below 50% of this. And if it is in here, then I would like to hold the trade, right? You know, if you follow me in my Telegram channel, I have big targets, and most of the time they are actually reached. But as well in here, right? I actually predicted all this move, right? I predicted this and that, but and we had actually the entry in here, which I posted in my Telegram, but I closed in here, right? Actually, I closed in here, and here I was shorting because, you know, trying too much, doing too much stuff, right? So still need to work on the personal development, the psychological side of this, and sticking to the long-term analysis. But anyway, so yeah, I'm bullish on the gold, and if we look for the COT data for the gold. Let me check for you. I actually already looked at it, and there is, you know, we can see that they added some shorts. They did not add longs. But again, look at this. Where was a Tuesday? Tuesday was here, right? So basically, look at this move with the higher volatility on the lows, right? So what most likely the big players did after the release of the COT data? What was happening in here? In my opinion, they did not add shorts, they added longs, and it's all done on the purpose, because if they've been adding, if they did this on the Monday, Tuesday, then we will see it in the COT data. They don't want us to see their cards, right? So yeah, so what I think as well, how now you can think how you can use this to plan your trades as well. As you know that on the Tuesday the COT data are released, they would not want us probably to see that they added these longs in here, right? So what they could do is to close them on the Monday, Tuesday, then they will report the data, and then on the Wednesday they start to move it, right? So basically what then happen, you get a report in here, right? So you get a report in here, you don't know what they did in here, then they will close it, right? They report it, and then they move it up again, and you will not again see in the COT data that they are bullish, because they always been bullish when we didn't see it, right? So that's a trick which we have to count with it. So yeah, this is my analysis, and as said, for me will be very important this Wednesday, right? It does not mean that I will not trade Monday, Tuesday. Maybe I will, but short term. And I would like to see Wednesday to do some manipulation, right? And then reversal, or maybe it actually could be, you know, up and down. But anyway, I don't want to say what's going to be on the Wednesday, because we don't know how the market opened, and we don't know what was on the Monday and Tuesday, right? So all right, my friends, don't forget to follow me on my trading view, because I'm actually right now again updating everything daily, right? So you know, you can get basically this before it happens, right? And as well, if you, for those who are interested, I have opened my PAM again. So anyone who's interested, just go to my website and click to the PAM trade. Here is for the opening account, or investor guide, how to join my trading. And this is it. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.